Okay, we're having breakthroughs here. So where do I try the other room, perhaps? Maybe I can electrify the gray stone and something happens there. Let's see. Is there a weird socket of some kind? Not really. Okay. I think we want to keep this here, because doing something that seems important. I just need to figure out where the blue torch and the electricity come into play. Oh, can I walk around down here? Nope, dead end. It's just a button, right? There's no slot for it at the very least. Okay. That bothers me that I can't get to that yet. It'll come up though. It's there to remind me that there's more to do. Where is it? This is the place that told me about it. Maybe that's where I need it. Just stick it on the table. Yeah, you told me how to get this. Tree vertical doorway house. Is that sketch related to how do I continue? The tall vertical house. It might just be a picture of this place. Seems like it might be, yeah. So maybe not immediately relevant. That's not it. And that's not it. Although you have a different handle, so maybe you fit in there. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. So this will get opened by something. Maybe the buttons I'm pressing. Maybe when I finish that puzzle, that one will open. Although it's not particularly nearby, and that raises questions. The fish thing's not fitting in here. Although, what if the... No, these don't fit here, right? No. I was wondering if maybe the orange and other ones would fit there together. So this thing wraps around here, and then it lights... It goes to like a crystal right here. Just wanted to see if I'd noticed something visual going on there. Ah. The more we see this, we're seeing that these lenses involve light. So I'm thinking a beam comes out of this thing and probably activates this portal, if it is a portal. Strikes me as a portal. It's an archway with an activation thing next to it. It seems like it'd be portal-y. Just need to figure out how. Okay, never noticed you until just now. What's your deal? There's just kind of a side path with a weird hole in it. Something to keep in mind. Might be relevant, might not be. Okay. Now I think I have done the full lap, and now I must be genuinely missing something. Oh, there we go. You pull the lightning fish into this thing. Is that going to help me charge this guy? I guess so. Well, I guess you live here now, sad fish. My entire bowl is gone. Okay. So, do we just try swapping them out now? My question is, how are we gonna light it up with both to presumably cause this button to happen? I don't know, I could always just swap them out and just try checking things out. Let's see. Nope. It don't give a crap's the problem. So that does not power this thing. The issue is that we now have a powered blue source, which means I could reveal information. Man, looking around at this perspective is really unfortunate, isn't it? But I've got to look around because this is how you reveal things. This thing reveals secrets, even if it involves really awkwardly zooming in way too close on stuff. The beam doesn't even go that far. Ah! Okay. So that's the crank thing that we got the block out of. It has 4 symbols together. Triangle, right angle, TI, percentage. What the heck is that supposed to be? How about you guys? I don't see us getting much out of this. Okay. Let's maybe switch you guys back. Did I miss? There we go. I figure I'll point it there one way or another, right? So our new thing is this. Whoa. That's not a great camera angle, is it? Oh, I can do better. I realize what I can do here. Sorry for awkward camera work. I can zoom in on it from here. There we go. Much improved. Because what it did is it took a first-person screenshot in that perspective, as if I was physically standing like right here, which is awkward, because that's a really low quality. That's really low quality. There we go. Yeah, get rid of this this awkward one. Okay. That's interesting. Triangle, right, TI, percentage. Are those symbols on the wall? Looking for the triangle. I don't think any of them are here. I don't see a percentage, I don't see a TI, I don't see a triangle. No. They're not these ones either. So the codex is not useful here. Something new is going on then. Okay, let's look at that mechanism and see if this makes any sense in the context of looking at that. Oh. It does. Oh, it counts me as carrying this around all the time now. There's a glow on the bottom of my screen. So now I can just see things. Oh, that's a big deal. So now up here I can just see the stuff on the wall? Yep, at the right range. Oh, wow. That encourages me to reinvestigate the entire island again while I have this thing equipped. Did I go down here when it was equipped? Now I just want to be sure. Yeah, that incentivizes me to go reinvestigate the entire island if I ever get stuck, because there might be stuff hidden around. Okay, so it's we're revisiting the sliding block puzzle. Oh, that's still open. Triangle, right angle, TI percentage. Okay. I imagine it's flipped from my perspective right now, so triangle's on the right, probably needs to be on the left then? Oh, it's on the left here, so it has to be on the right from this perspective, I think. Yeah, you can tell because the symbol's upside down. So TI has to be under it, right angle has to be next to it. Percentage is in the far corner. Let's get you guys out of the way. TI is under it. Get you over here. Alright, I can do this. Forgot about that. Oh, it's so much better. Oh, it's so much better. Oh, a key. That's important. That's important. Alright, you can go back. Yeah, that's how it works. If I switch to this thing, I glow blue. Interesting. Okay, this key goes somewhere. Let's check the basement, because that's the closest key location. Otherwise, it might be the locket. I mean, the chest. There we go. Can I take the key with me? The answer's no. Okay, it lives here now. The key to success, it says, after I use my first key to open a door. Ha ha. Oop. What are you? Oh, it's a pentagon. There we go. I know where that goes.
It's time you learn the truth about this island. As you probably noticed by now, this world has no day-night cycle, nor weather changes at all. In fact, the whole concept of time has a different meaning in this place. For one who stays in this world, the relative time in other worlds appears static or fixed. This incredibly powerful phenomenon also prevents the aging of living tissue. When I realized this, I was eager to find out what kind of eternal source gives Quern this extraordinary power. It made me forget the task I originally came here for. The archaeological exploration of the Dulmerian city has become irrelevant.
Tempus rerum imperator. Interesting. Have the other ones had clues? That's just a crystal drawing? Nope. So those two were parts of a combo. This one says Tempus rerum imperator. I don't know what that means, but it might come up, so we'll keep it in mind. This place seems empty aside from that device. So this is like a hyperbolic time chamber times 1,000, right? It doesn't. It's not. You don't even get to do like in Dragon Ball Z. There's a hyperbolic time chamber where the whole point is that you go inside the thing and then like time moves astonishingly slowly for you, so you can you can do something for a year and only a day passes. Here it seems that time's paused, so I could be here for an infinite amount of time without time changing outside. Can I rotate you? Can I press a button? What did I do? It's in there. But I can't rotate it. There's no interaction to be done at the moment. Okay. So maybe it's not a door then. Maybe this activates some of those things we've seen sitting around? Huh. Closest one to check out is right over here. Did this one change? Light up? Open? Maybe that was what the key did? No. Don't know what this does. Okay. How about you? Because you're also a door that I don't know about. Does it power these? Nope, you guys are still sad about something. Okay. There are questions raised. So I found a thing, put it in a thing, it won't come back out, so apparently it lives there now. Nothing in here is glowing. Ceiling? Because that's the thing I gotta keep an eye out for, is the idea that something new might glow. Let's take a look inside here with this thing equipped. So that's a key. That maybe? No, I don't think it's a key. Not sure. I can't really make out what kind of contraption it is exactly. Something must have happened though. What purpose did that serve? What purpose do you serve, by the way? Let's try that. I'll put that there. It's powered now. Maybe it will reveal something somehow in the basement. There might be an opening over here? No. Really does just seem to be a weird dead end. Leaving me all the more concerned about what the heck that lens means. Does it affect... You're still not open, whatever you are. How about you? No tricks there. I'm either missing something major or something. I'm curious what's going on there, because like it's just... There's just a weird holster here, and there's a lens, but what does the lens mean exactly? Does it hook up to something? Because Because what's weird is that it's like like there's the big door, there's the big room, and then right around here's the door, and then there's like the secret room or something, the one I just opened. None of that seems to match up with the idea of there being a lens there, so I don't know what the lens hooks up to. It must affect something, somewhere. I wish I had a more sure idea of why this is glowing and nothing else is, and whether or not I had a direct influence on that, or if it was there by the default. Because I may have done something before I even got here that affected that, or I may have done absolutely nothing to do that. Oh, I get it. I just clicked on this a moment ago and it lit up, and I was like, why wasn't it lit up already? That was weird. Then I clicked on this guy and you hear the disappointment sound. And I came back here and saw this is not lit up again. It's a combination. I gotta press them in the right order. Sneaky. Sneaky, sneaky. I think that's what it is anyway. Maybe just fail regardless. Either way. Before I press anything else, let's see if the other one lit up or not. Still only one. Okay. Let's try this one next. Yep. I figured the closest one is often the wrong one. The far away one's often the right one, because if you're trying trial and error, you're likely to try this one first. So trying that one first is often the actual answer, because they often want you to fail a few times. Oh, that's big. What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? What have I done? We win, right? Something happened. Okay, maybe it's over here. Is the thing in the ground open? Nope. It is. What? Squiggle design? I get to pick it up. These rotate? There's screws. Can I put it on here? I can't put it on here. Maybe it fell off of there? That would make sense. Okay. So in the video game The Room, there are a bunch of keys where you have little weird rotating locks on them. That might be a Myst thing for all I know, judging by this point of comparison, or it might even be a real thing in real life, but those weird, unreasonable looking keys with the weird rotating pieces on them, where the keyhole thing rotates around in a weird way, that looks like that's what's used here. And I think that's what's in that crystal back there. Way back there, there's that crystal, the translucent one that has something that looks like it would be that kind of key. But I think this is gonna go here. Alright. There we go. That thing means that you just press them in that order. Man, that is not a combination you're likely to guess. There's a lot of inputs. North Shore. Oh god, this place looks massive. Okay. Let's check it out. Alright. That's a victory. Just when I'm starting to think I'm getting stuck. What am I gonna put in the fire? Ah. Doesn't seem very on fire in there, if I were to be honest. Huh. Alright. Keep that. Oh yeah, let's keep that in mind for later. We have a chest. 2 locks this time. Okay. That's something to keep track of. Ooh, side path to nowhere, perhaps? Oh, the music's getting dramatic. As if to reflect my own progress. So we need to add rungs to this thing so I can climb up it. Because I couldn't possibly just grab that and hoist myself up. Adventure game logic!
This shore is special to me. The physical work I used to do here helped me calm my restless mind. Besides preventing the natural decline of organisms, the phenomenon also eliminates any need of nutrition. This means that despite the dry weather, the trees and bushes around here could easily be millions of years old. As I realized that time is no longer an obstacle, I had the opportunity to learn and perfect all of my artisan skills. This is the very place where I became a craftsman. After mastering blacksmithing and carpentry, I started to practice more advanced mechanical engineering.
Fortune me mil forum faber, or something like that. Maybe it's all Latin? Whoa, that looks a little weird. Probably because of the settings or something. I wonder if those all are actually clues of some kind, or if it's just like little phrases for himself. But it would seem that he's been here for so long, he's just started mastering all human arts that he could. Just bettering himself with infinite time. Kind of a counter-argument to those people who are always like, if you were immortal, then you'd get bored and it'd be miserable. But it seems like he is someone that might benefit from it. Although we haven't found him yet, so maybe it'll turn out that he went crazy. Okay, this thing goes in and out. You cannot move it up and down. The thing as a whole does not rotate, as far as I can tell. Interesting. I can clearly move it in and out, but there's clearly a thing here. Oh! Oh, it's a combination. So... Alright, let's right-click. So, in, out, out, in, out, out. Boop. Out. In, out, out, in, out, out, in. Key. Okay. Didn't have to take a picture of that one. It was just a simple puzzle for the moment. So does the key open the chest that was over here in the dock, or does it open the little chest we saw earlier in the game? Obviously, this is the easier place to check first. Okay, it opens the first lock, and now it's gone forever. Goodbye. I assume that keys are not universal, and that if I find a place for a key, it's the correct spot. And it's not like Resident Evil lockpicks or anything, where you use it in one spot, and it could work anywhere, and then it's gone. So I probably specifically chose, out of the 3 locks I have access to, guessed the correct one immediately, apparently. Hi. Sketch that for now. Oh. Do you rotate? There's a broken one over there. Is this a grind? It's a grindstone, right? Can't seem to rotate it. What is this thing saying to do? So it's diagonal, down, horizontal. No? So this is... The first one suggests counterclockwise motion, but the next one suggests clockwise motion, and then more clockwise motion. So it's not a continuous diagram of motion. It is possibly some kind of input code. I'm back to just the torch, so get familiar with having a blue glow on the bottom of the screen. Although it's probably for the best, because it reveals secrets that I would miss otherwise, so I'd probably want to keep this thing out all the time if I can. And just get used to the weird glow on the screen. Is this the back side of the door we've seen before? Spatially in the environment, this seems like it would be the same gear door we've seen elsewhere. Ah, but it's not a gate, though, it's a whole building, so... I'm not on both sides of the door yet. This is a different door on the other side of the building. It's a circular building, and I don't know what's inside yet. But maybe both doors will open simultaneously if I can figure out what the gear symbol refers to? Possibly. Maybe maybe around here I'll finally get the chance to open up the That one door from behind. Oh. This seems familiar. So if I can find a thing, then this boat will move, taking us somewhere else. Probably because there's probably multiple islands, so it makes sense. Okay. Interesting. It looks like a stoplight, basically, from here. There's 4 dots here. Those probably light up when you're doing it correctly or something. A human skull, that explains the double thing. Oh. I gotta get used to using the fixed camera angle thing, because it's really... the game plays so much better whenever I do this. Okay. So, let's, take a nice framed picture of that. Of the skull thing. There's gotta be a combination somewhere that we can put into that. I'll check my notes again to see if it's come up before. What? So he's carving the crystal into patterns for machinery purposes, is what's going on here. Huh. At first glance, I thought that was a spine. Got our second key. I think it's probably the other key for the first one. The first location. The other key for the chest, I mean. The 2-key chest. I see nothing else here. Alright, let's check what's in the chest. That could be a big revelation for all I know. It's an escape portal. The game's over. Hello. Some kind of hand crank. Nothing else here is grabbable. But that looks awfully important. Okay. Revisiting our notes, let's delete the chest. I'll revisit my notes later too and make sure I delete everything that's totally done with. But we definitely have this chest open, so let's not think about that in the future. We have 2 combinations. This one's interesting because... yeah, that's 2 rows of things. Yeah. It's 2 by 4. 2 columns, I guess I should say. Which is directly reminiscent to what's going on over here. Yeah, 2 rows of 4. The question is, what the heck do the symbols mean? Yeah, those are weird. It's just a bunch of lines. It's interesting, because the first one we saw was just these 4 things. Not sure what to make of that. But these ones have X's and different patterns. Almost intersecting lines, even. Like, this one is a diagonal line going across here, and that one goes across there. Like, they connect, almost. There's 3 empty slots. I was almost wondering if these would fit into the remaining slots, but I'm not sure what to mean of that. It's probably some kind of language, right? It could be indicative of some kind of language. Let's see what happens when I pull this down. Okay. Interesting. So now we have a crank that lets me activate something. But I need to figure out what these symbols mean, right? I'm guessing that those might be the 4 digits, perhaps? Because right here are 4 things that probably light up when I do something correctly. When I'm inputting things. So this might indicate some kind of input of how to do things. But I don't know how to deal with that necessarily. Should I start from the beginning or something? I just want to scroll through. Okay, so that's not... we don't need that. That's just a reference to the fact that blue crystals do what they do. I don't need that. These are just door markings. Okay, this one's done. That's a big question mark. That's the first question we've had in the game, and it's still there. I can probably say goodbye to this guy. It's just saying how to get fish. I think that's over with. Same thing with the hook. More weird door diagrams. Okay, we figured you out, I think. You're the same thing. That. We still have a scale. This thing is more of that, though. Still the scale thing. Still the weird wheel that may or may not matter. We have the codex. I'm keeping it around. It might not matter, though. Oh, we've opened this door. There we go. Good to know how much progress we've made. Have not opened this chest yet. We're looking for a key still. That's a big deal. I'll keep the codex around in case it comes up. This was a solution for a specific puzzle, so that's over with. This could be literally nothing, but I'm curious about it. This is the furnace outside. And this is here. What if I try making it diagonal in this pattern? And so we're down to 15 pages of stuff now. Okay. I'll try making them diagonal. Just to see if that affects things. Oops. Oh, they kind of go the opposite way I would expect. Okay. So now they're diagonal like this, the two lights. I don't know if that is the secret, but let's try it. Okay, it did something. That's important. Sure. It might mean something at least. But how do you make a horizontal? What the heck does that mean? That's what I don't know. Make them as different as possible, perhaps? I just hope for the best. Nope. Okay, and you can't, like... Yeah, it just stops. I can't rotate the base or move this thing in some way. Is there something I could put on it? All I have is this guy. So I'm wondering if there's a way to somehow redirect the lights to go into the same side? I mean, it's a human skull. That's not exactly a malleable device, all things considered. Huh. Well, I did these two together. What if I do these two together? Oh, breakthrough, I think. Vertical line, horizontal line, diagonal left or down to right, left down to right, right down to left, right down to left. So on the left and right sides, all four symbols are here. And I did these two together, and they both have the diagonal right down to left. Which is one of these. That's the first one. So then for the vertical one, I do set both eyes to the ones that are vertical. So, let's call them 2 and 4, I guess? Oops. So based on the diagram, vertical, that should be it. Yes! Ha 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 ha! That's great. Okay. Okay, next one. Horizontals. The horizontals are top left, bottom right. Go. 3, good. There we go. Top left, bottom right, diagonal. That's the... There's the top left and the second one below it. So you just need to move. What the heck? Okay. Curiosity piqued. I now have a wind-up toy.